Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Last year, news broke that star LeBron James would accept a pay cut to sign a great center. Would he accept a pay cut for this season, which will be LeBron James' last, to help build a championship-caliber roster? The Lakers are interested in signing two great centers. If Rob Pelinka manages to make bold trades, the ideal would be Valanciunas and Nick Claxton. But for this to happen, it will be necessary to get rid of Dalton Netsch, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, and LeBron James will have to accept a pay cut. The Los Angeles Lakers have been knocked out of the playoffs by the Minnesota Timberwolves for some time now, thus proving the Luka Doncic trade is not the only move they need to make. After trading away Anthony Davis, they are left with a big man rotation of Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt, and Maxi Kleber. In order to maximize their time remaining with LeBron James, they need to act quick and pick up a real big man, after their Mark Williams trade was rescinded. Here are a few names that the Lakers could potentially target via trade rather than on the free agent market as they head into their offseason. Daniel Gafford, Dallas Mavericks. Gafford now has to share minutes with Anthony Davis and Derek Lively III, and has recently stated he wants to be paid like a starting center, according to a report by Tim McMahon. He offers great rim protection and has already built chemistry with Doncic during their time together in Dallas. He is a hyper-athletic big man who will serve as a great rebounding lob threat to lock down the paint. Jonas Valanciunas, Sacramento Kings. Valanciunas is newly acquired by the Kings, and is a scoring first big man. The Lithuanian 7-footer offers aggression and energy in the paint, and can even shoot the three ball. He could immediately start for the Lakers, offering them a versatile lineup with increased switchability and a dominant force down low. Nick Claxton, Brooklyn Nets. Claxton would be the best defensive player by far and is a realistic target now that Austin Reaves has been involved in trade talks. He is a great rim protector and would be the perfect screener for Luka Doncic. The Nets should be willing to deal, due to the state of their team and him not fitting the timeline. Lakers enter offseason with no cap space, creative moves needed. The Los Angeles Lakers enter the 2025 offseason without cap space, facing luxury tax pressures and relying on expiring contracts, exceptions, and a distant future pick to improve the roster. The Los Angeles Lakers face another busy and creative offseason after a first-round playoff exit. While they won't have cap space this summer, they'll likely be a luxury tax team, possibly nearing the second apron. According to Jovan Buha of The Athletic, the team's main avenues for improvement are a future first-round pick, 2031 or 2032, over $70 million in expiring contracts, and the mid-level exception, ranging from $5.7 million to $14.1 million, in free agency. The LA Lakers have $118.2 million committed to 8 players for next season, including Luka Doncic, $45.99 million, and Austin Reaves, $13.94 million. Additionally, LeBron James, $52.63 million, and Dorian Finney-Smith, $15.38 million, have player options. If those options are exercised, the team's salary could reach about $188.6 million, pushing it into the luxury tax. The Lakers will also need to add 6 more players to meet the league's minimum roster requirements. Their roster-building tools include the $14.1 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception, the $5.7 million taxpayer mid-level exception, and the $5.1 million biannual exception. They can also make trades, but these moves could trigger hard caps depending on the chosen option. Reaves is extension eligible but will likely seek more than the Lakers' maximum offer of $89.2 million over 4 years, especially with the chance to earn upwards of $120 million after the 2025-26 season. Gigantic shift the Lakers must make to build serious contender around Luka Doncic. The Los Angeles Lakers need a clear overhaul. Rob Pelinka and the Los Angeles Lakers front office have a lot of work ahead of them for the upcoming offseason. The organization will be under the microscope, needing to prove to Luka Doncic they can surround him with the needed team to contend for a championship. Luckily for them, they have a bit of a cheat sheet when it comes to one key area that needs a major overhaul. It's no secret to anyone that the most obvious need for the Lakers is to fix the dreary state in which the center position finds itself on this roster. Out of all the holes on the Lakers, that is easily priority number one. However, the work does not and should not stop there. Thanks to the Dallas Mavericks, it should not take a lot of time to find a formula that works. On top of gifting their superstar to Los Angeles, Dallas has already provided an ironclad blueprint as to how Doncic needs to be properly supported. Lakers' offseason plan should be obvious. The Mavericks did a great job of having two centers on their team who meshed perfectly with the Slovenian superstar. Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively too are the model for the type of centers who thrive beside Doncic. Pelinka should have an opportunity to keep things as simple as trying to acquire Gafford via trade for one half of the solution to the Lakers' center problems. The 2025-26 season will be the last in which the athletic big man will be under contract for Dallas. If there is no intention of paying and extending Gafford, the Lakers should have every chance to just poach him away. However, even without making that specific move, the Lakers have equally effective ways of copying the Mavericks' homework. The Lakers need to fill the center rotation with two athletic pick-and-roll partners for Doncic on the offensive end who can also protect the rim defensively. The offensive side of the equation is obvious. Looking back at a series like the one against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 2024 Western Conference Finals, the Mavericks found a lot of success with Doncic and his center partner lobbing the Wolves to death. Defensively, the Lakers should not need much reminding as to how much they need someone down low to protect the paint. Los Angeles ranked 13th in the 2025 NBA playoffs in terms of opponent points in the paint, surrendering 50.0 on average. The main thing here to be mindful of is not only getting the right fits, but getting enough production out of that spot. Simply put, the Lakers need 48 minutes of quality center play on any given night. Something that was a far cry from the initial experience that Doncic had in Los Angeles. Adding players who can serve as strong catch-and-shoot options around Doncic running the pick-and-roll at the top is a necessary adjustment for the Lakers too. Los Angeles shot the fifth most three-point attempts, 38.8, in the postseason, but only connected at the ninth best percentage, 35.1. There are too many plays which the Lakers' point guard sucks in the defense to let those easy looks from distance go to waste. The Mavericks have already provided the guidelines for the type of roster that can get a Doncic-led team to the NBA Finals. The Lakers just have to improve upon it a touch to take that formula to a championship-winning team. Brian Windhorst on Lakers possibly trading for Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Los Angeles Lakers need a couple more serviceable players in order to become true championship contenders next season. Most agree they need a starting-level center and some improved guard and wing depth. While they don't necessarily need another star, there are some Lakers fans who want the team to swing for the fences. In particular, they want the team to make a real attempt to land Giannis Antetokounmpo, the two-time MVP who is rumored to want the Milwaukee Bucks to trade him. It was reported on Monday that Antetokounmpo is open-minded as far as whether he would be better off remaining with the Bucks or going to another team. On ESPN's Get Up, Brian Windhorst talked about the likelihood of the Lakers being able to land the Greek Freak. Could the Lakers make an offer? Windhorst said about a potential trade. Yes. Could Giannis come in and say, "I am going nowhere but the Lakers"? Yes. And if that happens, that would increase it. But I don't think the Lakers or the New York Knicks could make an offer that's in the top 5 or 6. But because Giannis potentially has agency in this, then you would say that his words would matter a lot. Obviously, if Antetokounmpo does formally request a trade, he will have many suitors. The Lakers only have one future first-round draft pick to offer in a trade and a limited number of players who could be seen as attractive on the market, so it is pretty safe to say they wouldn't be able to put together the strongest offer. He has a player option for the 2027-28 season and therefore cannot become a free agent until the summer of 2027, so he likely won't have any real leverage if he asks to be traded soon. That means he wouldn't have any real control over where he is sent, unless the Bucks are fully willing to accommodate him. Lakers could pair Luka Doncic with Duke freshman phenom via future trade, per writer. The NBA is one long roller coaster of emotions. When things started to feel normal, the Los Angeles Lakers and Dallas Mavericks partnered on February 2 to complete an unforgettable trade involving two superstars, Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. On Monday night, the Mavericks, who had a slim chance of earning the number 1 pick, 1.8% odds, learned they could make the first selection in the 2025 NBA Draft. In another surprising NBA move, Lake Show Life's Tyler Watts believes the Lakers could eventually pair Doncic with a Duke freshman phenom who'll likely land with the Mavericks in June. The Los Angeles Lakers made a trade nobody could believe for Luka Doncic before the deadline, Watts wrote Monday. It gave them an in-his-prime superstar to build their roster around, but unknowingly helped the Mavericks land the number 1 overall pick. Dallas struggled down the stretch due to injuries before winning Monday night's draft lottery. Somewhere, Lakers fans are smiling, though. Nico Harrison did not even shop Luka. He decided he wanted Anthony Davis and only talked to his old friend Rob Pelinka in making the deal. The Lakers absolutely fleeced Dallas in the trade. They only parted with one first-round draft pick and did not have to include Austin Reaves. It was unbelievable and could be the key to eventually adding Cooper Flagg. The Lakers have work to do this summer, but Harrison is willing to trade anyone. It could be Flagg someday, and Los Angeles will be ready. There's a reason why Flagg is viewed as a surefire NBA prospect. The highly skilled 18-year-old forward checks off almost every box imaginable on the hardwood. Whether making intelligent reads in ball screen situations, exploiting mismatches on the perimeter, or making timely cuts while playing off the ball, Flagg terrorizes opponents every time he steps on the hardwood. Flagg isn't a liability on the defensive end, either. The Newport, Maine native's noteworthy lateral quickness and vertical leaping ability enable him to excel on both the perimeter and interior. Flagg averaged 19.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.4 blocks per game during his lone season at Duke, shooting 48.1% from the field and 38.5% from downtown. Flagg likely won't be a win-now asset from day one, but as Watts noted, his rapid development in the big leagues could quickly change his status. Considering Los Angeles has already conducted business with the Mavericks, there's no valid reason to rule out the possibility of the Lakers somehow prying away another star from Dallas in the foreseeable future. There's no question that Doncic and Flagg would be a dynamic duo during the post-LeBron James era. Cooper Flagg could end up with the Lakers after the Mavericks lottery magic. Nico Harrison doesn't care about perceptions or feelings. He makes the move he believes gives Dallas the best chance to win, whether he's right or wrong. The Luka Doncic trade just months after reaching the NBA Finals is a perfect example. He could decide to trade Flagg at some point, too. The Lakers are always looking for the next star. Flagg is seen as a once-in-a-generation prospect. He'll hit the ground running and could quickly become an all-star. He'll make an impact on both ends of the floor and wreak havoc on the opposition. The Lakers would love to have him flank Luka, and that could become a reality given Harrison's history with Pelinka. The Lakers hope the Mavericks never fire Harrison. Pelinka took advantage of his opportunity once, and he'll take advantage of it again. That lottery win may have led Harrison to believe he made the right choice in trading Doncic, but you can't just let one of the top 5 players in the world walk away for a subpar return. Harrison did, and winning the lottery paves the way for someone else to take advantage. No one could believe Flagg had made it to Dallas. They had only a 1.8% chance of moving up before the lottery, but that's why the NBA does it. Mavericks fans are ecstatic and finally have something to celebrate, but the Lakers are still laughing. Without Harrison, Los Angeles doesn't have Luka. The Los Angeles Lakers need to build a contender around Luka Doncic this summer. It will be a big ask, but eventually, Cooper Flagg could be their next star. Nico Harrison has mortgaged the Mavericks' future. He was given a lifeline by winning this lottery, but when Flagg looks elsewhere, the Lakers will be ready. The odds of him ending up in the purple and gold have increased significantly. Lakers fans should be happy.